But we're here now.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So I was flying from South Carolina on Sunday, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to watch a movie. This is great. So I got my 3.5 to 2.5 mil for my NC700s. So I go to plug in my NC700, and then my 2.5 mil just goes through the headphones. And I remembered that we stole that aux jack for a service.
Really?
All right, Ed, question for you. Are you more excited about the podcast or the coffee that's going to come mid-podcast? 50-50.
That can't be, I'm not at liberty to say. We went full white girl today
16s?
and went PSL.
All 16s.
Wow, I've never... okay.
This is full white girl, Joe.
Oh, okay. I was hoping for a 12, but this worked. Cheers, bro.
Cheers. Hey. What's poppin'? I'm just joshing. But it's your boy Eddie with Joe's Gaming Electronics. The vibes won't be that crazy, but they'll be pretty darn good. I'm here with my boy, our boy, Joe, with Joe's Gaming Electronics.
What's up?
He is our sensei on the Beyond the Sale podcast.
Tell me a little bit about the things that you do here.
I do a lot. Joe, look at you're the camera.
Oh, you're talking to me, so you can talk to me. Look
That's
at me.
good, yeah. That's a good one. As I look to the camera. So I 3D print, repair electronics. I do headphones, smartwatches, fitness trackers, which is the same thing, consoles. Kind of like if you need like a random thing fixed, you kind of come to me, as well as micro soldering now. So I got my microscope, which is sick. Shout out Joe. He obviously knows, but I'm telling you guys, it's sick.
It looks
so
awesome.
we could fix like smaller chips, do replacements to where we're not replacing like big parts now. We could fix the big part now. So it's like a whole board where we just replace it. Now we're fixing that board, which is sick.
That's super lean, and that's really environmental friendly. You don't got to just get a new board. You just replace the board and keep it going.
We went green.
Full green, bud. Before we even get any further, you're the guy you're the reason why we got into bow stuff, right?
Yeah.
So tell us, like, how did you end up working with us, and what were you doing before you worked here?
Like right before I started, I was actually kind of fixing headphones and flipping them on eBay just one at a time, and I like pay for my like McDonald's or whatever I was eating back then. I don't know. And I'd be doing bows, which is for me obviously not a problem because I just buy one on eBay, bid on it, and they're always on eBay, right? People are selling them. So then I came here, and then I'm like, I see you're doing beats. Let's do some bows. And you're like, we'd love to, but we can't find them. And then I was persistent, and then lots, like you found people, we found lots, and then I had the knowledge, and then we kind of taught people. So I don't even fix these anymore. We got our boy Dave doing them, which is sick. As I wear them, I literally fixed these right before we started. I don't know if the podcast knows, but I went in to plug the aux, and there was no aux in them, and I had no idea. So I quickly put one in, ran in here. So here we are.
So every guy that's done this so far has been rocking their own pair of headphones. So I'm just digging it. I love the fact that you guys just roll in with your headphones.
That's sick. Yeah, Matt tells us bring your own. It's a BYOH.
That's right. Bring your own headphones. Let's go.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about your health journey, dude. It's not really on my list of things to do, but you've taken your health really seriously. And
yeah,
tell me,
it's great.
How has that been, and how's it affected your life?
It's tough. I lost like 84 pounds.
Wow.
And counting. I want to get down some more because I'm a short guy, so I need to be lower. But I am built different. I got a DEXA scan, and I'm naturally just a bigger built. I got bigger bones. I've been telling people that was my excuse when I was fat. I was like I got big bones, and it's true. But I also had a lot of fat. But just persistence, consistency was huge, and it wasn't working out. It was what you eat. It's literally all about what you eat. I just track what I eat, and the thing about losing weight is you could eat whatever you want. It's just about staying under a caloric deficit, right? But you'll naturally come to find when you got a limit, you're naturally not going to be full if you're eating cakes and all this whatever.
Empty calories.
Exactly.
Yep.
So then you'll naturally select foods you're like, oh, this is lower calories and more filling. So then I naturally kind of made my diet like better just because of keeping it under the calories. And then I feel great. I function. I mountain bike now. That's my new thing.
Shredding, baby.
Yeah. Snowboarding's around the corner. I'm psyched. I'm like 60 pounds down from snowboarding.
Wow.
From when I was last year. So I'm going to be flying this year.
Dude, I'm pumped to go with you.
Yeah.
I know Dee was saying we should make a company trip as a incentive to go to Stevens or something.
That'd be insane.
Super fun. Get all of us together. Make sure we all have healthcare first, and then off we
Yeah.
go.
I'm good. I got a helmet.
We're set.
Yeah. Which is great because I hit a stump last year. I went head first in a stump. It was crazy. Off the jump, it was...
That's nuts.
I was like, I think it was my first time wearing the helmet too. It's just naturally how that happens, right?
Timing. Thank you, God.
Right? For real.
So what made you make that decision? That's such a critical thing in life. I've always liked to ask people that make those huge decisions, what was the turning point for you?
Yeah, it was a lot of things kind of happened in my life. And it was kind of like, I always wanted to lose weight. I always like tried, but like never actually tried. Because it's not easy. If it was, there wouldn't be fat people.
Yeah.
It's that
45% of Americans are obese.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, that's scary. It's a big number.
It's a big number. When we're so concerned about shoving needles into people's bodies,
Yeah.
rather than teaching them about a healthy lifestyle.
That's true.
If this was all about making sure people live longer and live better, we'd be teaching about lifestyle,
Yep.
not about the antidote, right?
It's about what you eat, literally,
It's about the discipline in your life.
and staying active. But basically, I hit like a rock bottom, both like emotionally and physically. I was already there for years. And I stepped on the scale and I'm like, well, this is one thing I could do to help my state right now. My body will feel better. And then I wanted it more than I didn't want it. Cause you gotta, the thing is, it's every day you gotta put in the work. Like you do great today. And then at the end of the day, you're kind of bummed because you're like, I gotta do the same exact thing tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So you gotta want it more than you don't want it. It's like, I don't know, to each their own, but that's basically what it was. And yeah, I was just in such a bad state mentally and physically to where I'm like, it can get worse, but it won't. And it's great because as you fix your physicals, kind of the mentals and all that came with it, which was insane.
Oh yeah.
And here I am.
I'm proud of you, man.
On the Beyond the Sale podcast.
Yeah, it could also be called Beyond the Scale podcast, right?
Yeah, that'd be something.
Because we're talking about that scale going down 80 pounds in under a year.
Yeah.
That's so incredible. Wow. Okay, cool. So what do you do outside of Joe's G?
Now I mountain bike. That's my recent thing.
Sick.
And it's great. Well, I actually went yesterday and I hit a tree. And yeah, it was my first crash. I hit my first double black diamond.
Wow.
And it's my second time ever mountain biking. See, I'm really new to mountain biking, but I'm loving it, right?
It's like the more diamonds, it must be easier.
No, my buddy took me. He thought I could do it. I mean, I did it. I got down, but I hit my knee really bad.
Ow.
So now I'm like limping a little bit. But I think in a week I'll be back ripping more trails. And then snowboarding, fishing, running. I don't like running, but I know it's good for me, so I do it. I think you're like the same way.
I hate running so much, bro. It's
Yeah.
the worst, but yeah. I got to the point where 5 miles is normal now.
That's crazy.
I know, it's mental because it's over 45 minutes of running. Or like about 45 minutes of running. It's 5.5 miles. It sucks.
Yeah,
But that's part of the discipline, bro.
it is. Because
Every
you know
day.
it's good for you.
Being an adult is doing things that you know are good for you, even though they're hard.
Yeah.
That's why we still pay taxes.
Yep.
They're not fun, but you got to do them.
Yeah. All right. We're supposed to pay taxes.
Oh, yeah. Make sure the
So
IRS.
we're going to move on now.
So tell me a little bit more about your biking journey and your fishing journey. What do you like more right now? Or is it just by seasons? Like,
It's by seasons for sure. Mountain biking, I just started, so I don't know what seasons it is because from what I've heard, the season kind of ended and I just started. It's like super wet and muddy, but it's great. And then I'm trying to get into drifting.
with your car?
Yeah.
Dude, tell me about your car. You're in Protaz, right? You guys are
Oh,
working
yeah.
at it?
I'm recently tore down. I blew my Subaru's transmission. And then I was like, all right, might as well pull the engine out. And I was like, oh, well, might as well like clean it up nicely. And I was like, well, might as well paint the engine bay. And then it's like, might as well take the engine apart. And like, so it's like a rabbit trail, but it's going to turn out great.
Yeah.
So we just painted the engine bay last weekend and it looks insane. I did like a clear coat in it too. because they're usually matte, so it looks crazy.
Wow. So you got basically the steel, down to the steel, and you clear coated it so you can see that raw
No,
silver?
we painted it blue again
Oh,
because it was like chipping and stuff.
got it.
And then on top of the blue, that's where people usually stop. We did a clear coat.
Nice.
As if it's like the exterior of a car.
Wow.
So it looks insane.
Do you have any photos or anything?
Kind of. They're not good.
Oh,
We can maybe throw it up in the podcast.
yeah.
And then, yeah, hit me up if you want to do any custom builds.
Yeah, going on to custom builds, what is your future looking like? What is something you're passionate about? What are you going to want to do here pretty quick?
I love cars.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out how to do that and make money because it costs a lot. So I need to reverse that to where I make money, not lose money. So that's a toughie.
Business.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out because the car world is huge. There's so much you could do in it. Body work is definitely something I will not be doing. I hate body work. That's why I have my cousin Dave paint for me. I didn't paint. That was my cousin Dave. Shout out to him. Hopefully I could get him to paint my whole car.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Which Dave is this?
Vasenko.
Dave Vasenko. Don't know who that is.
That's fine.
Okay.
He does excavation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He does painting too?
It was his first time.
Oh,
But
sick.
it was insane.
Wow. Good for him.
Yeah. So he's loving it. I'm just glad I could help him sharpen his skills while getting a sick paint job.
Exactly.
But I want to do something with, I don't know what, but basically I want to have fun and make money. So I'm trying to figure out how that works.
That's the thing, man. Even if you can just find a way just to make even a little money and have fun,
Yeah.
man, that's life.
Exactly. I'm not trying to, I don't care to be rich as long as I could have my cool cars.
Yeah.
But the problem is I need to be rich to have them. So it's like that's a dilemma, man.
Tomato.
Exactly. So I'm getting into real estate slowly. I'm like making some moves behind the scenes.
So are you getting into real estate because you found a training course online? And your
Exactly.
buddies are doing it?
No, exactly. This guy, he made a video. It was on my YouTube ad, and he's like, "I'm gonna show you how in a month you could have $1 million." And I'm like, "Sick!" I only paid him like $1,500. No,
I hear a bunch of young bucks like, I'm in real estate now. Like, yeah, you saw an ad, huh?
right? No, I'm trying to.
Pyramid scheme.
Right? No, I'm definitely not doing that. Yeah, I won't get into it, but I'm working on getting a property and then trying to build. And then once you do your first house, then I want to eventually get rentals. That's what I figured out. If I could get rental properties, they literally pay for me to buy car parts.
That is a fact.
Right? So once
That
I
is
get
a
an
fact.
apartment complex,
Yeah,
I can have a lot of cool cars.
I love it. One of these days I'll be renting from you.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
I'm sure you won't be.
Maybe not.
We won't be competitors.
We'll be partners.
Partners.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So are you doing fantasy football this year?
I am.
So how's your fantasy football team doing? And is this your first year?
First year doing it,
Okay.
and we're better now. I just came off a 4-week losing streak,
Killer.
so I'm now 2-4,
Okay.
which is not.
Me too.
It sounds bad. You're 2-4.
I think so. Probably.
Dude, sick. It sounds bad, but it's really good because the bye weeks just started, and I'm gonna say that I strategically picked all my players to where I would never have a bad bye week.
Smart.
I didn't do that, but that's how it ended up being. So I think now I'm gonna start winning.
Nice. Me and you, 2-4, bro.
Yeah, and I'm gonna win probably, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Is this a little warning for Aaron and Dave?
For what?
For Aaron and Dave, is this a warning to them?
Yeah,
Like, I'm
I
coming
warn
for
them
you.
every day.
Good.
Yeah, but they don't seem threatened yet.
Yeah.
Dave a little bit because he's like, "Hey, let's make some trades." And I'm like, "So you see, I got some moves now."
Yeah, he sees value in some of your players. yeah?
Exactly. I got a stacked team.
Really? Who's on your team?
Just trust me, they're good. I got a Dak Prescott. He popped off this year
He did.
because he was out most of last year.
Yeah, he broke his.
So I took a chance on him. Not really, because I knew he was good.
Did you auto draft?
No.
Okay.
A few players actually, just because it was going so fast that I like automatically did auto draft. Most of it handpicked by AJ and Aaron because I didn't know players.
So if you have a shitty team, you can blame it on them too, right?
Exactly. But it turned out good. I had a few people I knew were good, just from the years of hearing them talk about it,
Right.
and then a few people I didn't know, and then I listen to the podcast now,
Nice.
and they just tell you everything you need to do, which is how I'm gonna win.
Money. That's the key. Listen to podcasts. You
Right.
heard it here first.
That's right. Like, you will learn a lot from this one.
That's right. So what are some of the devices that you use every day? Like, what type of phone do you have? What kind of headphones do you wear? What kind of watch do you wear? And why do you do that?
I got a Sense. Shout out Joe's G. It's great. It's great for tracking activities and steps. So then if I know I'm under a step, like my goal is 10,000, which is not that crazy. And if I'm under it, I make myself run because I know I've been lazy that day.
Bro, that's a great goal. 10,000 is awesome.
Yeah, it's a good starting part.
In Paul Akers' book, Lean Health, he talks about that. Have a good diet, have at least 10,000 steps every single day, and have some kind of routine that you do in the morning or night, you know?
Yeah.
Like for me, it's 70 push-ups in the morning, 70 push-ups at night, and then do my stuff throughout the day. And so that way you have like a base just to do it, and then you have at least 10,000 steps, you know?
Yeah. That's smart.
That's the move, man.
I'm going to build a routine now. You know why? Because I'm listening to podcasts. But yeah, I got my Sense. It's great. And Joe just showed me it tracks exercises, which it's like a given, but I didn't know, which is sick. So now I track my bike rides.
Heck yeah.
Then I got my phone. It's the new iPhone, not the newest one of the new ones. Has as Matt told me, our camera guy, has the cooking pot. Because it has the 3 cameras.
Oh. It's a triple burner stove.
Triple burner stove, exactly.
I think I didn't see this, but somebody told me about some video where some guy was making fun of the iPhone, and it's an engineer like sitting there twirling his beard, and he like moves the camera or something. He's like, "Oh, that's it."
Oh,
Like,
I saw that. Yeah, it's like from
that,
the 12 to the 13. Yeah. They just made it a diagonal instead of straight, right? That's so good.
That's the move, man.
And
Apple,
they make a lot of money.
scamming people since day one.
For real.
Straight up stealing everyone. Apple, they should make this their motto. Stealing Samsung stuff since the beginning of time and making it better. That's their logo or motto.
Yeah. They just made it cleaner.
Yeah. They just steal everyone's stuff. They came out with the AirTags. Tile had that 10 years ago.
Right. And people buy it.
Yeah, I bought it.
Yeah. I buy their products all the time.
Yeah.
And my AirPod Pros. I can't live without them.
They're awesome.
They're just great. It's my EDC, my everyday carry.
Wow.
Phone, wallet, AirPod Pros, Sense most days.
We got to find ways to fix the AirPod Pros. That's an 18, what? Is that a $18 billion?
It was huge.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
We were looking at those numbers.
Yeah,
now.
they were made more than like Netflix and stuff.
Yeah. The AirPods.
Yeah, just the AirPods.
And we have all the parts for them, man.
Yeah,
that's a move. I don't know exactly how we can find a way to fix those efficiently, but that is a move. A hot knife through butter. All right. What is a random fact you know?
I don't know. A random fact I know.
What did you say on your bio for our website?
Oh. Your girl's favorite color. That's smooth. You gotta tell. That's pretty smooth.
That's good.
But Joe's married, so it's not applicable here.
Exactly.
So his wife's great too. She's awesome. She's insane baker, and it's like healthy.
And she's a boss. She runs 5 miles a day, twice a day.
That's double Joe, right?
Shout out, wife. All right. Tell us a funny story that impacted your life.
Fiction or non-fiction?
Whatever you want, man. Whatever you remember.
I'll just make up a story right now.
Did you not have anything that impacted you in a way that just like you remember?
A story,
Good or bad?
like someone told me a story?
No, just
Or like something that happened?
Something that happened in your life that you're like, yeah, like I still remember that as a kid.
Oh.
Maybe being a kid, being a little bit older.
Do you have one?
Do I have one myself? Yeah, actually a couple months ago, I was driving down the road 5:30 in the morning to get to the office, and I was taking a corner and a car was oncoming in my lane, and I swerved around him and went back into my lane, and then that's when I started thinking about, shit, I'm going to die one of these days, and I got to make sure that I train up all you guys to make sure there's a business here after I die.
Dang.
So that's my story.
That's a sick story.
Because then I started thinking like, all right, life insurance, making sure everybody knows how to do everything. So when I die, the people that are still here have an opportunity to still come every day to make money and make sure their families are fed.
Yeah. Dang. That's a good story. I don't know if I can top that.
That happened.
That's crazy. Dang. I'm psyched to die. I can't wait.
Yeah,
It's so sick because then we just be big chilling in heaven.
absolutely.
Think about the mountain bike trails there,
It'd
or
be
the
so
drift
sick.
tracks.
It's all made of gold too.
Yeah, bro.
It's gonna be fire. Is the mountain bike gonna be made out of gold? You think?
Too heavy. It's got to be light.
Titanium, gold,
Yeah.
gold plated. All right, and I think that's it. I think
All
the
right.
last time we made a podcast was with our buddy Dave.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That was great.
I was listening to it a couple months ago, and that's what got me inspired to get back on the podcast grind.
That's sick.
And you guys have made the podcast Positivity in the Workplace.
Yep.
We
It was
missed-
a great
We
podcast.
miss that guy.
He's a great guy.
Shout out to our buddy Dave, who's
Yep.
in heaven.
Big chillin'.
Big
Ripping
chillin'.
some gnarly trails.
See, he's the one that won, man.
Honestly. For real. But I'll get there.
Yeah. Well,
I think I got to do a couple of things before I dip.
Yeah. All right, man. Anything else you want to see to inspire people that maybe are struggling with their health journey?
Do it. It starts by starting. And it's not like you have to go crazy. It's by making small changes and then increment. It's like lifting weights. Think about it that way. You don't just go and rep 315 for 10. You don't even do it for 1. You start off with like 25s, right? And you work your way up. So start with not eating sweets. The first thing I did, I cut out soda. Any sweet drinks, just water. And I think I lost like 20 pounds just from not doing drinks, which is insane. Then I'm like, all right, let's keep this going. And then slowly change your diet. So my recommendation is there's so much false information on how to lose weight. It literally comes down to eating less than what your body burns, right? So you want to be in a caloric deficit. Look it up. It's very simple. Online, go to a calculator, put in your height, weight, maybe age, I don't remember. And then it's going to tell you your body you have to eat 1,800 calories a day to maintain this weight. If you want to lose pounds, it'll tell you eat this many calories or this many. And then it's that simple. And naturally, you're going to make your diet better just because you realize cake won't fill you up for a day.
And at the end of the day, you can't gain weight in the gym. You can gain weight in the kitchen. So if you figure out the kitchen, then
That's
you'll be
true.
able to lose weight
And gain muscle.
and gain muscle. And then you can start gaining muscle in the gym, which will hopefully gain weight when you're trying to,
Gain muscle weight,
gain
not
muscle
fat.
weight, not fat. So if you get your food figured out, that's 90% of everything. That's what it comes down to, right?
It's all. Because I lost all this weight not working out.
Boom.
Recently started running just because I'm like, I want to be active and I need to build my stamina. But the weight came off with the food.
Yeah.
So you don't need to work out to lose weight.
Eddie, any messages for the single ladies out there that are looking for a handsome gentleman like you?
I am also single. Pretty crazy.
What's your Instagram and Snapchat?
EDIEPOL.
Boom.
I'll say it, it is what it is. Maybe I'll find a mountain bike girl,
Maybe.
but I'm not looking for anyone because I'm trying to. I could get a girlfriend, and it'd be great. I connect, we'd have a great time, or buy car parts. And I'm serious. Honestly, I admit I have a problem. I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I have a problem. She laughed, and then I explained to her, and then she's like, Yeah,
She
you have a
started
problem. She didn't cry, but she's like, Yeah, my whole family, everybody knows.
Smart.
It's like they call it Carcaine. I have a Carcaine addiction.
Title to the podcast, Carcaine.
Yeah.
What will it do to the young mind?
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, because I don't know what the point of life is without cars. What else could you be into?
Bro, I hate cars. So there's so many other more important things than cars.
But I
It's-
recently got into hiking and stuff,
Yeah.
and then mountain biking. So I'm like, oh, there's more to cars.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But
Coming
cars
from a
are
non-car guy that doesn't give a shit about what he drives or anything.
I don't. Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, I don't like nice new cars. I like old Japanese cars. The 90s were the hands down the best era for cars.
What was that?
That's a great place to stop.
There's a motorcycle parked on the side of the street.
Really?
I don't know if it backfired.
Oh,
And just like that, we're out with a bang. My man, thanks for joining me.
it's my pleasure.
Keep up the journey.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're not just a technician. You're also what is your other task here?
The hype man.
The hype man. Eddie, the hype man. Thanks for joining us on the Beyond the Sale podcast.
It's my pleasure, Joe. And again, I am single.
He's single. Ladies, he's looking. Hit him up.
Right.
Slide in the DMs.
joege.com.
/Eddie.
slash Eddie. Now I was just gonna say send in your electronics and we'll fix them. But we can make that. Can we do that? That'd be
for
sick.
sure.
And it just goes to my bio
I could do that.
to every technician. That'd actually be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Slash. That'd be sick. All right.
Oh man, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Peek.